Ghosts and Glass by B. Giraud, a Halo Waypoint Chronicle. Historian's note: Halo Ghosts and Glass by B. Giraud takes place in March 2558, over 5 years after the fall of Reach.
Mayday, this is Bravo 001, en route to your position. Do you have a visual on my aircraft? Over.
Bravo 001, this is Golden Arrow. I do believe you were steering that bird in the wrong direction. Over.
Negative. Electronics are fried. I'm flying blind. Just need you to point me in the direction of the LZ.
You got it, Bravo 001. Happy to oblige. Link up with Uniform Delta 1015, 3990, heading south-southwest. Looks about 100 knots. Advise you head for the treetops and fly straight at Mount Trot. We got more than enough problems of our own down here.
I say again, that's negative, Golden Arrow. I've got high-value assets in tow with strict orders to drop them directly on your location. My bird ain't gonna hold together all the way to the boneyard. Need an LZ clear. Over.
With respect, Bravo, unless you got a cart full of tac nukes with my name on it, you don't have anything of value in that bird. Get your ass to evac.
All right, Golden Arrow. If I can't sit it down, I'll just drop these 6 Spartans on your head. Out.
Damn, Bravo. Why didn't you say so? Come down close to the tree line about 2 clicks due west of your current position. That's where me and my boys are. Over.
I'm gonna need that LZ clear, Golden Arrow. I'll be right on top of you in 3 mics.
Hell, I'm gonna clear you a spot myself, Bravo. Look for the trooper with the big-ass grin on his face.
Roger that. I'll see you. Out.
Gamma 1 actual, this is Recon 4-3. We are in position, over.
Recon 4-3, this is Gamma 1 actual. Give me a radio check, over.
Got eyes on 3 ghosts and 24 infantry. Typical scout detachment, please advise.
Recon 4-3, do not engage. Sit tight and keep your eyes and ears open. I say again, give me a radio check, over.
Gamma 1 actual, we do not read you. Say again, we do not read you, over.
Recon 4-3, you are not cleared to engage. I say again, you are not cleared to engage. Is there anyone else close to their grid? Damn it.
Looks like we're on our own, boys. This is their eyes and ears. We flatten these guys and disengage. Tag your targets and get ready to go loud on my mark.
Recon 4-3, this is Gamma 1 actual. I say again, you are to stand down and withdraw immediately. Do not engage, over.
Fire. That's it. Make them count.
What do we have that we can send to support them? Damn it.
Pull back. Move and shoot. Move and shoot. Where the hell did all these hostiles come from?
Tell Beta Romeo Actual that the company we are expecting is going to be arriving a little earlier than we anticipated. 4-3, I say again, you are not cleared to engage. Stow your weapons. We are reading multiple inbound hostiles in your sector. You do not want their attention, over.
Aw, damn. Tip of the spear, nothing. It's the whole godforsaken fleet. Fire! Fire! Fire!
Recon 4-3, respond. Check in. Recon 4-3, do you read me? Damn it. Get Red Team up and running. High alert. We're about to have company.
What you just heard is the moment that the Battle of Reach hit the point of no return. There are more messages like this than can be counted. Even as we speak, the debris field around Reach, over 5 years later, is still being combed over and turning up new data, building the overall tapestry of the greatest military defeat ever suffered by humanity. My job is to sift through that data, to listen to the moments that piece together the battle as it happened, to find and tell the stories of those valiant souls who heroically fought against the Covenant, holding the line so that just one more ship had a chance to evacuate as the planet's surface was burned by orbital plasma bombardment. My name is Benjamin Giraud, and this is Ghosts and Glass. Join me as we explore the untold stories of the fall of Reach.
Come on, spit it out.
You, got a zombie plan?
Hell yeah.
Yeah? Maybe we could exchange notes.
Well, I don't know, man. Zombie plans are a kind of deeply personal thing with me.
Oh, I understand. It's just, I found that saying them out loud, getting them out in the open really helps reveal any flaws they might have.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Alright, so zombies can still hear and stuff, so that makes guns a weapon of last resort, right?
Yeah, solid so far. Ammo, too.
Exactly. So I was thinking that, what is a weapon that'll keep them out of grabbing range and won't run out of ammo? A spear.
Well, hold up. Now, see, this is working already.
Huh?
Spear. I thought so, too, at one time, but the possibility of getting it stuck in the brain pan of a walking corpse is very real.
Oh yeah, you're right. Man, I never thought about that. Well,
Ball-peen hammer.
but you'd have to get right up on top of the zombie to use it, man.
Yeah, survival ain't about running around killing zombies, man. Plus, single sharp blow to the head will drop most zombies. We'll work on cheetahs, too.
What the? There ain't cheetahs on Reach. Anyway, we should probably be working the kinks out of our alien invasion plan first. Aliens are smarter, faster, and more technically advanced than zombies. They're also here. Zombies? Not so much.
What'd I tell you? Reach ain't no place for no self-respecting Marine to spend any amount of time.
Hey, we ain't in the autumn yet, pal.
Here's the thing. A lot of the data that's being found is what some might call junk. Believe me, I've built up an entire archive filled with the inane ramblings of bored troopers just sitting around waiting for orders. I'm sure I could put together several seasons of episodes from that alone. While these recordings don't necessarily shed light on the battle itself, they still hold immense value. There is something deeply precious about the preservation of these interactions, these tiny moments in time set against the devastation brought by the Covenant. I believe that when we are faced with unrelenting violence and death on such a scale, we must process that loss, sit with it, feel it, rage against it, weep, whatever it takes to actually digest these events that define our history and connect us with our common humanity. During the war, we didn't have the luxury of slowing down. The danger of annihilation was a constant presence. One day you were living a normal, ordinary life, and then the Covenant would arrive. They would burn your home and everybody you've ever known to a cinder, and if you didn't make it to an evacuation craft, one of the few that was lucky to get out, well, then you burned too. We're out of that period now. Covenant remnant groups still strike at smaller, far-flung colonies, but they're no longer quite the boogeyman that they were over the last few decades. The dust has settled, the glass is being chipped away. At last, we have the opportunity to reckon with everything we've lost. Unsurprisingly, we're going to have to reckon with that for a very long time. So yes, this archive of nonsense ramblings from the people on Reach may not contribute to our historical understanding of the battle, but I keep them stored and preserved as a tribute to the soul of what we lost. This archive continues to grow. It may not be something as grand as the still-standing Settler ossuary, but it is something that I hope to one day pass on to the Museum of Humanity for future generations to learn about the war that defined our species. Walk the streets of just about any city on Earth and you'll still find Remember Reach among the most common graffiti around. It's just one of those things where whoever you are, wherever you come from, whatever you feel about the unified Earth government, the fall of Reach was a moment that hit all of us, one way or another. Of course, there has been a lot of lively discussion over the years about the battle itself, resulting in countless conflicting accounts. Some ardently insist that the battle took place over no more than a day, and that the notion of it spanning a month-long Covenant military campaign was merely propaganda concocted to improve morale. There are even some corners of Waypoint where conspiracy theorists have suggested that the Office of Naval Intelligence lured the Covenant to Reach, though no concrete reason as to why Oni would do such a thing has ever been arrived at. But this isn't about giving credence to such spirited speculation, let alone claims as wild as seeing jackals riding enslaved Guta. No. Today's episode is about a story I came across while piecing together recordings from my archive and restoring the communications logs of a destroyer known as the UNSC Majestic. Today's episode of Ghosts and Glass is the story of Charlie Company and a Spartan team known as Beta Red.
Gamma 1, facility Alpha 412 is overrun, and I'm headed to your location with what's left of Gamma 5, over.
Gamma 5? Damn, it's good to hear you. How many are you bringing? I thought B-Net said your house got knocked down.
Confirmed. ODG 412 is slag. Lost all but 14 able bodies. Making our way over in 2 hogs and a radio van.
The more the merrier. Looks like we got makings for a party. Some honest-to-God Spartans are riding up here with some boys on 3rd Mech as we speak.
Hate to break it to you, Gamma 1, but Covey's hit us with 2 divisions at Alpha 412. How many Spartans you got on approach?
Gamma 5, say again. That was 2 divisions? Over?
That's affirmative. We put a dent in them, but that's about it. The only reason ain't one of them on the line with you right now is HICOM decided to drop every available asset right on top of them. And us. Over.
Well, I hope you bring in extra ammo then, Gamma 5.
All we can carry and then some. ETA, 25 mics. Out.
Let's back up for a second. These recordings are all dated August 30th, 2552, the day that Reach fell. As survivor accounts have revealed, this was perhaps the largest known deployment of Spartan teams in the war. The Spartans of Red Team were aboard Pelican Bravo 001, which we heard from earlier as they negotiated a landing zone near one of the generators for the orbital defense platforms. ODPs are satellite stations built around a really, really big gun. The kind that could fire rounds at something like 4% of the speed of light, gutting a Covenant ship in one shot. Reach had an array of 20 of these bad boys, each of them powered by fusion generators buried within the planet, which made them a priority target for the Covenant invasion. As the Spartans split up into splinter teams, their mission was to protect those generators, hold the Covenant back, whatever the cost. This is what happened next.
Gamma 1, actual mic team is in position. Get your people ready to move as soon as I give the signal over.
With respect, Red, we might not be Spartans, but this is our home. My men will die here if I ask them to.
I don't doubt that, Gamma 1 actual. Let's hope we won't need them to. Defensive perimeter online.
This is nuts. What in the hell are those honor tourists supposed to do against what they're bringing? Over.
Divide their attention. Visual. 32 Wraiths moving with 260 infantry at 200 meters. Closing on our line from due west at 6 kilometers per hour. Beta Red, hold position until I trigger primaries, then close on their front line as fast as you can.
Damn it, Red. I heard you Spartans were crazy. Gamma 5, radio check. Over.
5 by 5, Gamma 1 actual. Drone is holding station at 10,000 feet. We got eyes on the whole damn thing.
Those Spartans are crazy. They're gonna get us killed.
Holy, you ain't gonna believe this. Beta Red just pushed right up into the guts of that cubby column. Ever see a Spartan go hand-to-hand with a Wraith? Unbelievable.
What are 11 Spartans gonna do against 30,000 Covenant? They're dead men.
Can't argue that, but those Spartans just bought us some time. We might just make it out of this alive. Get ready to move. Over.
That's the signal. Let's get the hell out of here.
Unknown station. This is Gamma 1 actual. Do you read? Over.
Gamma 1 actual. This is Iron Fist. We read you. What is the current state of facility Alpha 331?
Facility Alpha 331 is overrun and offline. Defense grid and Zone Uniform Delta is running at starvation levels. If you're taking survivors, we've got a few.
Negative, Gamma. We are en route to support Beta Red. Any word on their status?
None. Over.
Acknowledged. There's a temp evac station 50 clicks west along your current vector at Uniform Delta 00896, 38987. I'll let him know you're coming.
Might want to tell them to start pulling up stakes. Beta Red may be tough as hell, but I don't know how long they'll be able to tie up 2 armored divisions.
Say again, Gamma. Over.
I said Beta Red may be tough as hell, but... Oh, my God!
Gamma 1 actual. We lost you. Say again. Over.
Iron Fist, this is Gamma 1 actual. 3 Covenant cruisers just dropped out of the clouds directly above us, holding at approximately 20,000 feet, traveling due east at approximately 300 knots. 300 knots!
Visual confirmed. Gamma 1. They just passed within 50 meters of our bird. Go, NOA, and punch it. There's still a chance that we can pull Beta out of there.
Wait, you're not planning on heading into that mess, are you?
Godspeed, and see you on the other side, Gamma. Out.
Alpha 20, this is UNSC Majestic. 2 mics out from window. Once we're on station, you'll have us for all of 30 seconds. Over.
Acknowledge, Majestic. Stand by. We are waiting for the go, no-go on the shoot. Uploading telemetry on targets.
Telemetry received. On standby.
CENTCOM OWA is 1 mic 30 seconds out from window. DD with 50160 Charlie Mike. Once on station, we'll have 30 seconds of trigger time. Over.
Alpha 20, this is CENTCOM. Beta Red is directly in the splash zone. Until we have visual confirmation of their status, we are no-go. Over.
CENTCOM, those cruisers are burning birds out to 50 clicks. Hell, they've hit Civi evac birds all the way out to CIS. Beta Red have gone above and beyond, but there's no way out for them. They just bought us our window. Now give me the go and let's finish the job.
God help us. Go hot. Out.
Alpha 20 to UNSC Majestic.
Copy, Alpha. Requesting go for shoot.
Affirmative. We are go on the shoot. Over.
Acknowledged. Shoot is a go. Out. 6 rounds. Target number Kilo Tango 2005.
Copy, Majestic. 6 rounds. Target number Kilo Tango 2005.
Shot. Over.
Shot out.
Splash over.
Splash out.
Rounds complete. Over.
Rounds complete. Out. End of mission, Majestic. All 3 target vehicles neutralized. I don't even want to guess what happened below.
I copy, Alpha. End of mission. All 3 target vehicles neutralized. It's been fun. Hope we get a chance to do it again. Out.
God willing. Out.
The Covenant fleet had arrived in force. 3 cruisers were inbound while 30,000 enemy troops were converging on the orbital Mac generator. It's difficult to even comprehend the odds that Beta Red and Charlie Company faced that day. We can only imagine the thunderous sound of so many alien boots marching, the whine of enemy aircraft swarming out of the cruisers the moment before the first shot was fired, as the scale of the enemy became clear. And when those heroes on the ground were overwhelmed and could no longer hold the line, the UNSC Majestic unleashed hell with 6 consecutive Mac rounds on the area. Survivors? The chances were as close to 0 as you can imagine. Did Iron Fist make it in time to get Beta Red out of there? There's surely no way anybody could emerge from that crater. And yet...
Gamma 5, holy crap! Buckman, you see that?
See it? Felt that in my damn chest. Whoever pulled the trigger, one of those sons of bitches dead.
Can't believe we just walked out of that crater. We gotta be the 2 luckiest bastards on this whole planet.
Luck ain't got nothing to do with the Jake.
Think anybody could have survived that?
You mean Beta Red? They say Spartans never die, but I don't think anything lived through that.
Damn, whole lot of real estate burning down there. Won't be much left when this is all said and done.
Here we are, hightailing it to anywhere else. Doesn't seem right.
Well, pretty soon won't be any place else to run to. What's next, Earth?
Jake, anyone tell you talk too damn much?
All the time. What the hell else was there to do on Reach besides chase Pioneer girls?
Now there's nothing, man. Now there's nothing at all. 5 out.
2 Marines climbed out of that damn foxhole. I don't know what happened to them afterwards. The death toll from the fall of Reach is still being routinely updated. So, Chapman, Buckman, if you're out there and happen to be listening, please get in touch. There are a lot of folks who would love to know that you're okay. And as for Beta Red, as Buckman said, Spartans never die. It's a piece of myth that is captured in a work of art in the Believe series by the late and great artist Anaru Kawiti, who sadly perished last year during the attack on New Phoenix. This piece lives in the Museum of Humanity and depicts a Spartan, bloodied and defiant, holding aloft a tactical nuclear device as a horde of Covenant surrounds him. A settlement and orbital generator on fire in the background under the shadow of a great snow-covered mountain. Below it is an inscription, words from Tennyson, that simply reads, "Boldly they rode, and well, into the jaws of death, into the mouth of hell." In the wars of the past, there were mementos, keepsakes, medals, tangible things we could hold on to that would help us to remember the friends and family we lost. But we fought an enemy that burned those things to glass. There are no personal effects from those who fell on Reach. There's just these recordings of their voices in their last moments. Today is March 3rd, 2558, 5 years to the day since the Covenant War formally ended. Take a moment to remember Beta Red, Charlie Company, Reach, the countless billions that are no longer with us. Carry them with you today. Talk to somebody, anybody, about it. Everybody's got a story to tell, so pass it on. Remember the fallen. Remember Reach. That's all for this week, folks. We'll be back next time with an exclusive interview from some of the Revian citizens who are currently leading the effort to deglass the planet. These pioneers are working tirelessly to forge a new chapter for Reach so that, one day, it might be resettled for a generation free from the Covenant War's horrors. Thank you for tuning in to our latest episode of Ghosts and Glass. This is Benjamin Giraud, signing off. Only Section 2 Archive, recorded chatter conversation, March 10, 2558. Benjamin Giraud, as I live and breathe. Hello? Who is this? Name's Sullivan. Michael Sullivan, Naval Intelligence, Senior Comms Director of Section 2. I'm a big fan of your work. Thank you, but you have better things to offer than rummaging through old broadcasts from the fall of Reach. I know. That's yesterday's news, Ben. You've been scraping by as a freelancer long enough. It's time to come back to the fold. Sounds like you already have a story in mind. I do, Ben. It's really going to be something. I'll get a meeting on the books for us. I haven't said yes yet. Oh, but I know you will. Tell me, Ben, how'd you feel about doing a profile on the Master Chief? August 30th, 2552. Reach. If hell is real, it probably looks something like this. A seething, swarming mass of bodies as far as the eye could see. Some push forwards while others fall back like waves upon sand. Bursts of green, blue, and purple trace back and forth through the crowd, accompanied by fiery muzzle flashes, the roar of high-velocity cannons, and the groaning engines of vehicles that charge the enemy lines like titanium-plated cavalry. Across the horizon is a wall of fire and thick stacks of acrid, sulphurous smoke. Columns of plasma strike the ground many kilometers away, ventral beams slicing through a thick layer of blackened clouds, obscuring the Covenant ships from which they originated. Dust, mud, metal, flesh. In its wake, all will be burned to glass. They have already taken the generator. They are just sticking around to finish the job. The chaos is so thick that it is almost too easy to miss the flash of lightning as it streaks through the sky. It's not a warning. It is a sign of what has already arrived. In the span of a single breath, the sound of the blast catches up, screaming through the air with white-hot anger, devastating the mass several miles north. The ground bursts, throwing up huge chunks of soil, shrapnel, bodies, vehicles, and concrete in all directions, a towering tsunami of carnage. Magnetic accelerator rounds are being turned on Reach itself. "Break ranks!" somebody shouts. "Get out of here!" The sky has already lit with another flash, illuminating just for a moment a glimpse of the hulking forms of the Covenant ships in the clouds. The second Mac round is closer, less than half a mile east. The ground seems to explode upwards, but still the alien horde presses forward, though many Ungoi and Kegyar look as if they are themselves about to flee. The generator is lost. Reach has fallen. A decision is made. All units, Beta Romeo Actual says to any who can hear over their comms. Splash incoming. Get out of the blast zone. The world is split asunder as the third and fourth Mac rounds and their after-effects eat up the distance, the ground erupting, the air filled with a cacophony of sounds and frequencies no mortal ears were ever meant to hear. Weapons fire, the churning of metal, the shrill screams of human and alien alike, enemies fighting each other for opposing armies no longer, all scattering as they were caught in the crushing grasp of what felt like a violent tectonic rearrangement by the hand of indifferent gods. The fifth strikes the generator facility and all goes dark. Beta Romeo Actual does not hear the sixth. Time passes. The battle here is over. It has moved somewhere else. All has fallen quiet. Beta Romeo Actual awakens. She lies in a crater some distance from where she remembered fighting, but as she breathes in deeply and fills her lungs with helmet-filtered, though still sickly-tasting air, she is sure that she is alive. Fires still crackle around her, the remnants of human and alien bodies alike broken apart, the faces of those that are still recognizable contorted with horror and pain, frozen in that calamitous moment of time. Her own Mjolnir armor is scarred, its plating scorched, inner circuitry exposed, nanocomposite bodysuit torn and stained with blood from lacerations and blunt force impacts on her body. Even her onboard systems are sluggish, some unresponsive. This is Beta Romeo Actual. Does anybody read me? Over? She waits a moment as her comms return, only static. I say again, this is Beta Romeo Actual. Does anybody read me on this frequency? Over? She begins to work her way out of the crater, climbing atop the mass of bodies until her armored hands find purchase at the summit. To anybody who can read me, this is Naomi 010. Our orbital generator is down. Charlie Company is gone. Status of the rest of Beta Red is currently unknown, and the Covey seem to have moved on. Significant damage to my armor systems. Will continue transmitting every 30 mics as I search for a rendezvous point. Scanning the area one final time from the top of the crater, Naomi confirmed that there were no other survivors among the dead. Just like everywhere else the Covenant had invaded, only ghosts and glass were left in their wake. She had been lost in the wilderness of Reach before, many years ago. But she was a survivor. She would find her way. Report in, repair, and then redeploy. Setting off toward the horizon, Naomi did not look back.